Today we're going to make a hearty corn chowder, and we're going to make it using the food we have in our pantry, be it frozen, canned, or dehydrated. It's really simple. So I'm going to show you the foods I'm using, and it might be dehydrated foods, but you can also use canned foods or frozen foods. So if I say corn, just use the same amount rehydrated as canned corn or frozen corn, because I think we all have these ingredients in our pantry, and it's a really quick hearty soup to make. You can make it in less than an hour. Just don't get sidetracked when I show you that I'm making it from dehydrated veggies. Always remember, half the fun of cooking is experimenting. This recipe is from the all-new Ball Book of Canning and Preserving, and here it is, smoky corn chowder. Let's give it a try. So our first ingredient is 1/3 cup of diced bacon. Now perhaps you already have some bacon in your refrigerator. If not, you might have it in those packages that you can buy in the store that can just be kept on the shelf. They don't need refrigeration. They have a pretty good shelf life of bacon. If not, maybe you've canned your own like I have, and I have a video on that. I'll leave a link here if you're interested. Or maybe you have, Yoder's canned bacon. Maybe you don't have bacon at all, but you've got some frozen ham. Then use that. This is a very versatile recipe. Open my canned bacon here. Hear that good seal. And comes out in a roll. And oh, does that smell bacony? Okay, so we only need 1/3 cup. So let's put this back here, this here. And I'm just going to dice up a little bit. Now what's nice is if you do have fresh bacon or fresh frozen bacon, because the bacon fat adds a lot of flavor to this recipe. I'm hoping that some of the fat will still be here. Well, here you can see a little white there. I'll be back when I've got this all nice and diced up. You know, the funny thing is I just want to take a bite of this right now. It smells so good. Okay, that's pretty good. Now, I don't know if you can see this, but you see this white here, here? This is bacon grease. I'm going to put that in the pan when I'm cooking this. Now we need 1.5 cups dried corn or canned corn. And here's our 1/2 cup. Now, you need 1 cup of dried potatoes. I made a dehydrating video for potatoes, and I just dehydrated frozen O'Brien, so that's what I'm going to use. But you could use canned potatoes, fresh potatoes, whatever you have. Nice good cup. Next, we need 1/4 cup of dried onions. So, again, you could use fresh. I have my Vidalia onions here that I dehydrated in 2016, but I'm going to keep those for a different recipe. I think I'm only going to use my cheaply bought, I think at Sam's Club, huge thing here, of dehydrated onions. And we just need 1/4 cup. Smells like onions. Next is 1/4 cup of dehydrated celery, and my husband doesn't like celery, so I really don't have it, but I'm just going to add a little celery salt. There we go. Now we need 1/4 cup dehydrated carrots. I actually dehydrated these, I don't know if you can see, November of 2014. Maybe it's time to use some of them, huh? Now we need 1 teaspoon garlic powder, and this is my own homemade garlic powder of the garlic I grew last summer. And now we need a teaspoon of dried parsley. I did not grow this. This is just bought in the store. And then we're gonna have half a teaspoon black pepper. And then the recipe calls for 1.5 teaspoons of salt, but I put in quite a bit of celery salt, so we're gonna see if we really need to add any additional. And the other thing we're supposed to have is bay leaves, and unfortunately, my bay leaves are kind of ground up. So just put that in as 1 bay leaf. Bad part is I'm not gonna be able to remove it. That's it for the dry ingredient. And you're gonna need 8 cups of chicken broth. And hey, if you got home canned, wonderful. If not, you can use the canned or in the package like this broth. And you can use veggie broth. You could also just use water. It's completely up to you. Then one other ingredient is a 1/2 cup of white wine or beer. I do not have any white wine. I'm sure it would be great with it. So this is beer my son likes. It's Founders All Day IPA Ale. So I'll put a 1/2 cup when we're making it. Okay, we have some of our bacon drippings here. See the white? Now technically, you're just supposed to be frying up your bacon and then taking it out and I think adding it to the soup at the end in dices, but I'm going to actually incorporate it into the soup. All we're really doing is warming up this bacon. It is 75% done. So let's let that heat up and then we'll add some other ingredients. So we got our bacon in there. The grease is melting nice. So now we want to add our dried ingredients. All right in. And we want to try to incorporate some of that grease on all of these. Let it warm up a little in a minute. And because I didn't have as much grease as I would like, I'm going to add just a little oil. Usually I keep bacon grease in the refrigerator, and once you know, I just cleaned it out. Yeah, maybe not quite a tablespoon, I don't think. Okay, you can hear it kind of sizzling. Got a pretty color, very fiesta. Now we want to add our broth. And we want 8 cups. That's 4 cups. Here's the other 8. I'll stir it up here. You can see the potatoes is already getting a little rehydrated. And we're going to add our 1/2 cup beer or your 1/2 cup wine. Or you can just add some more broth or water, whatever you feel like. Mix it in. So now we have to bring it up to a boil. When we get it to a boil, we're going to cover it, lower the temperature, and cook it anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour. We need to let these veggies rehydrate well. Okay, we have it boiling. We're putting on the cover, and then we're going to turn it down for 45 minutes. It's been 45 minutes. Turn off the burner. Yeah, let's see. Oh, look at that corn. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is done. Now you can eat it just like this. I mean, it looks good, doesn't it? But we're going to do one more step. So yes, you might not be able to use your blender if your power was out, whatever. Well, maybe you could plug it into a generator. But we're going to just do what the ball book said, and that is put this in a blender. juice in here. I'm not going to fill it all the way up because it's not a good idea when you're blending something, especially when something's hot. So let's blend it. Okay, I think that's looking pretty good. I'll be back when I finish doing the batches. I only did about 2/3 of it. And then I left the other more liquid because otherwise it was looking too much like gruel. But this looks pretty good. Next time if I did it, I might even leave half of it in more of a liquid state. Let's do a taste test. So here's the soup. I put just a little extra cooked bacon with a little parsley on top. And now we'll do the taste test. Okay, so here's the taste test. Let it cool off just a little. Very good. Now, of course, you might have to like corn for this because the taste of the corn really, really comes through. But really, a nice hearty soup. Great on a cold day. I might just add though, yep, a little red pepper flakes. To me, a little spice makes everything taste better. And maybe just a little salt. Now let's see. Need that? But this is a great soup. So easy to make. And you can make it from everything you have on hand. You should experiment with what you have in your pantry. And what happens if you lose electricity? Can you cook what you got? Well, yes you can. I have a gas stove, so it was real easy, but you could also do it on a propane burner, or even a camp stove if you wanted to over a campfire. This really, really is good. I highly recommend it, and it's a lot of fun using all your dehydrated items. The corn rehydrated wonderfully. So this is Potpourri saying, please subscribe, share the knowledge, and as always, thumbs up if you like this video.